How's everybody doing today? We're gonna do a oil change on this older OMC. I just used a two-way for the garden hose and found this clear hose just sitting around the garage and decided, well, what do you know, that will work out good. The impeller hose here just pushes right onto that two-way, which I know it's crude, but it does work. And you can see we have sufficient water running through the exhaust and the impeller. We'll go ahead and start the motor, get some oil temperature in there, and I just judge the oil temp by when the oil filter starts getting a little bit of warmth to it. So we'll go ahead and start it. It'll be a cold start. It may or may not run crude because I have not adjusted the carburetor yet. So I guess we'll just bear with me here a little bit. And to my disguise, it started right up in first. First time in a few weeks, actually. So I'll stop the video here and we'll let her get some water temp and we will resume. Well, back again here now after I ran it for 10-15 minutes. We did get some temperature in the oil through the via filter. The pump, it's just an oil transfer pump, and you just put it right down here in the dipstick tube. I got a 1 gallon jug here that should hold about 4 quarts of oil, and bought this pump from Auto Value. I think my brother said for 30 bucks. I believe that there is the part number for it. I used it once already in my lawnmower and it pumped 1.5 quarts in just a few minutes. I believe this thing is rated for 3 quarts a minute. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. But it's hooked up just to the battery here, and the pump is directional too, just so you know. There's arrows here on the front of the pump for the flow. And then there's a switch here in the back. Start draining into the jug. I would recommend doing this in the fall before you store it. Just next year, then you start off with nice, clean, fresh oil, and there isn't hazardous materials in there. Then old fuel, that will cause corrosion real fast. We're going to put on a Wix oil filter. Please spend good money on the oil filter. There's the part number for it. You don't want to chimp out on the oil filter. It's just not a good idea. I hope you can hear me with the pump running. There you can hear the pump surging. I want to make sure that you get all that old oil out of there. Maybe a little brass tube on the end so the hose stays straight would probably help that factor quite a bit. I would recommend probably putting a pan under that oil filter just in case you spill a little bit, but I look at it as, it came from the earth, it should probably just go back to the earth. A little bit that you spill, really, it don't matter all that much. And we almost got 4 quarts out of there. Near up to 4 quarts here now. I'll keep running it here, but I think we might have to switch to another jug. Yep, we're gonna have to switch to another jug. Lo and behold, somebody was wrong on the internet. No way. Glad I got more oil. That's for dang sure. As you can see, It almost filled that jug all the way up already. So you're going to have to fish this line in and out a little bit, but we might be closer to 4.5 quarts in there. That's okay though. That's okay though if it's closer to 4.5. That ain't no big deal. Cheap maintenance, as I like to call it. Get this pump out of the way here and we'll pop that filter off. Get these lines out of our way. We'll just let them droop here over off the edge of the boat. Get that excess oil out. So far, I haven't made a big mess yet. Sorry if the voice goes a little fadey and in and out, but oh, there I made a mess. Spoke too soon. Well, let's get this oil filter off here and oh, that's been on there for 18 years, all right. I like these band wrenches for oil. They don't seem to crush the oil filter as much as those three-fingered claws do. They both serve a purpose, but user preference. And yes, I know this is a no-no for not changing 18-year-old oil out right away. Oh yeah, look at that oil go down. That's okay though. That's okay though. I suppose I could start an internet war here of it's up to you if you want to put oil on the ring. I've done it either way. Depends on how much of a rush I'm in, but on this occasion we'll put one on. But ooh. Normally I would use paper towel and wipe that down, but I don't feel like running back in the house to get some more. So I'll just go ahead and screw this on. I usually just put them hand tight. I don't have too much of a problem with them sticking on there too bad, but I do believe the proper procedure is 3/4 of a turn once it gets tight with the hand. Problem with that is I've crushed a lot of oil filters afterwards because of it. So start putting some oil in. Another thing is I forgot to mention is I made sure that the engine was level when I started draining this to try and suck as much of that old stuff out as I could. I'm just putting in a synthetic 530. Or sorry, semi-synthetic, because it's what I had sitting in the garage. I have a whole box of it. And we're just going to run a little bit on this oil change anyways, try and get the rest of that old oil out of there. One thing I am going to do with that old oil filter, I'm going to cut it open. Check for shavings. Just because, like I said, this thing sat for 18 years. I don't know if you watched my previous video or not on fluids to use. I still haven't bought a service manual yet. Shame on me. But when you have a job, wife, and kids, sometimes stuff gets put on the back burner. I know I'm dragging out another video here. But funnel really helps in this occasion too. Again, I don't feel like going and getting one because I'm feeling a little lazy. Ooh, that was almost a big mess. That and it don't help them reaching from the side of the boat, so I'm not in the way of the camera. Yeah, like I said in my last video, this thing sat for 18 years. And the dang thing did frickin' run. Wouldn't take throttle for beans, but it did run. Spilt a little bit more. Seems like this carb clean is holding. Finally. Kept getting a great paste inside there. It just clogged up everything. I didn't know what it was. I've never seen it before. From all the carburetors I've had torn apart, never seen it. I don't know if somebody can mention something in the comments of what that might have been. But what I wound up doing was taking a handheld sandblaster and using baking soda, and I blasted the holy living crap out of that carburetor. Put another rebuild kit in it, and so far it's been working. Other than my choke is still a little rich, but I haven't had time to go up to the lake and fiddle fart around with it at all. Alright, well, I'll just use my hoodie. That works as good as paper towel. And this ain't a good one, so my wife won't murder me. Alright. Dipstick here. Go ahead, check, make sure we got oil in here before we start it. Yeah, it says it's full. But that's going to go down probably about a half a quart once it gets oil in the filter. But we're going to have to do our final check at the lake anyways with it in the water. Go ahead and see what I mean by Jimmy rigging. There's a better way of doing it, but oh, I should go turn the water back on. Alright, water's back on. Guessing bottom end's probably still good since it's got oil pressure pretty fast after being drained. Check the oil level again. See how far it's gone down. And yours might not need that half a quart or not. I'm not going to put any more in until I go out to the lake. Yeah, it's pretty close to full still, actually. I'm just going to leave it there for now. Like I said, I don't want to add any more until I go out to the lake. And I know this one wasn't overfilled. That wasn't even half a quart. That's about all the more it took. Just to that bottom ring there. So it ain't much. I doubt that's a half a quart, but Anyways, that's how you change the oil on these older OMCs. And this is how I set up the for the back flushing instead of that kit that goes on the side there. Just in case you didn't watch my last video, I'll show you where that goes. It attaches right here. There's a water passage there, so, and I've seen them on eBay for 80 bucks, but like I said, I mean, honestly, how often are you hooking up to a dock kit? And I do run it with the stern drive down, even out of the water. So anyways, that concludes this video, and there'll be another one short coming here for winterizing. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.